on my Facebook feed, it was always listed, sold, listed, sold, listed,
6
sold.
million% over asking.
Now the most common post I'm seeing is new price.
Yeah. Please help me. What's
Right?
the cottage market like now, actually? Any idea about that, TK?
On my Facebook feed, it was always listed, sold, listed, sold, listed,
6
sold.
million% over asking.
Now the most common post I'm seeing is new price.
Yeah. Please help me.
Lots of things like that are happening right now in those type of cottage markets, right? So yeah, do you want to be selling a cottage property right now? Maybe you need to get the money out of that cottage property and to be able to put it into something better. Maybe you need to be able to pay off part of your principal on your principal residence so that you can weather this storm. Maybe you got to sell your rental property because not only are you negative cash flow on that, but your payments at home have now gone up $2,000. So now you're like, okay, I'm losing $1,000 because I bought that rental in 2021 with a line of credit on my house that I'm now paying an extra $2,000 a month to maintain. So before the rental income there, and I had to contribute a little bit of money for my income to cover the cost of the line of credit. But the guy on TikTok told me that this was a fantastic idea, is to borrow the money from the debt equity that I have in my home and to go and buy it on a rental that has, in Toronto, negative cash flow, but still enough for me to be able to carry. Well, now that I went with a variable, because the same guy on TikTok told me about this great adjustable product that Scotiabank offers, that I'm going to be able to access my equity through my home equity line of credit, and then I'm going to be able to, ride the mortgage interest rates and pay off the same amount of principal so that it's not static. So therefore that I'm not going to have something that's over amortized and that I'm always going to be paying off the same amount of principal every year, no matter what interest rates are. Now I'm $4,000 in the hole every single month. What do I do? And if I sell that rental property based on the
but what if you don't have a rental property or a second property?
I'm just saying that those are the things that happen when people start to
what if your income didn't go up $2,000 a month after tax?
Nobody's done it, and so these are the issues, right? So I'm just giving you the
that's if it's $2,000. But hold on a sec. What if you're like a normal, typical Canadian, wherever you came from?
Okay.
You put down 35% like a good boy. You took out a $800, $700 million loan.
No, you took out a $300,000 mortgage 10 years ago.
Okay.
You paid off a third of it.
Not Canadian.
You paid off a third of it.
You paid off a third of it.
You paid off a third of it, and then you refinanced another $300,000 because you had a great business idea or something else, and now you owe $500.
Okay.
But the value of your home has gone up. And so the people right now, honestly, they have a lot of equity, okay, in their homes.
Yeah.
Or most of the people feeling the pressure from these interest rates. Okay, there are people who bought in the last couple of years that are not in this position. But the people who are mostly, because again, if 65% of mortgages are coming up for renewal, the vast majority of people didn't move in the last 2 years. So they have a lot of equity in their home, but they're stuck because they have no options to move. They can't sell and just like go into a smaller home in their neighborhood. Their kids already go to school in the neighborhood. Their jobs are close by. Their parents are nearby. They're in this weird sort of dilemma, is in order for me to get out of trouble, the only option I have is to double down and take on more debt. Go and get a second mortgage. Yep. Go and get another loan. Like to do something else to be able to keep my head above water. That's what their ideas are. And so then when I finally get there and they've already got the mortgage and that they've already got all the debt, that's when I start to have to get creative and okay, what can we do? And so can we rent out a room? Can we rent out the basement? Can we go and live at a family member's home and rent out the whole entire home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you rent out your house. So at least you've got money. Go and live for free at one of your family members' house.
Mm-hmm.
And you just cover the difference in debt now, but at least you have some renters paying and to help you with some of that mortgage. These are the
sounds like a dream.
All of these things have come out of my mouth in the last month.
I suggest you find somewhere to move so you can rent your house.
As far as what options these people have other than selling, they don't want to sell, Daryl. They can't sell.
Want to sell. Can't.
Or you sell and you got to rent in that area, and you're going to pay $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month to be in the house in some of these areas. So what are the options?
And this is what I'm saying. So even
here's what needs to happen, Daryl. I'm sorry
but-
to say this.
okay.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
This is the way it is. And again, kind of the tone in my newsletter should tell you. I really do believe this. And it sucks to say, and it sucks that people have to go through this. But we need to have people eliminate some of this bad debt. There needs to be a lot of change. And hopefully that there's enough demand that everyone can just sell, get rid of all their bad debt, and then either if they want to stay in the same neighborhood, they can rent or buy something drastically smaller like a condo. Or
this is not the way to do it, though. This is fucking crazy.
For us to continue to carry the debt load that we have,
yes, but that's a different story
compared to income. For us to continue on this path is going to cause 100 years of issues, maybe not that, maybe 30 years of problems with the economy.
Yeah, but
so if we can just get everybody, if we can just hit a really bad storm where everybody is forced to sell, it's gonna be deflationary. Prices are gonna come down. There's gonna be a moment. There's gonna be a moment in time where people are gonna be really like, oh man, real estate's not a good investment. But it'll get rid of all the bad debt. And it'll get rid of all the people right now who are like killing themselves with 2-3 jobs, you know?
But hold on a second.
Then we can lower interest rates, get back, to where we were before. Prices will climb back up again, like they always do. The people who are sort of on the brink of collapse will all be eliminated. Everybody's debt that they have will now be serviceable because the interest rates will be lower, and the people who could have weathered the storm will still be surviving, and they'll be living with that decision they made with their however millions of dollars of mortgages.
Yes, you're right. This is how it works.
And then the money can go back into the economy.
But it doesn't have to be like this. It didn't.
I don't
They
see
didn't have
another
to
way.
do.
I don't see. I see us dragging.
They
this
didn't
on
have
for
to
10
fucking
years.
just destroy the whole thing and
drag on for so long, Daryl. This is gonna drag on forever.
But they didn't even give like
Band-Aid.
new purchasers a fucking chance. Like if you took like even a 4 or 5 year fixed mortgage in 2018 at what was the rate? 3%, 3.5%. You're still fucked right now.
We got equity.
It doesn't fucking matter. You still need the same amount of debt. You still need the same amount of debt at
so you can't
double the rate.
So you can't afford a house right now. You're going to sell. You're going to keep that equity. You're going to go and
sell
rent
because they're
until prices
fucking
come
assholes.
down and interest rates come down, and then you can get back in the market again with a debt that you're able to manage.
Because they fucked up over the last 15, 20 years. They're going to destroy so many people's lives for no reason.
I understand.
The answer cannot be get rid of their jobs, kill their homes, destroy the families. Like that. There's so many better ways to fix this thing. But these motherfuckers, how? TK. What do you mean there isn't?
Because the only other option is to inflate it further. It's the only other option is to pump this.
Well, why don't you slow it down like at a more reasonable pace and put some kind of other roadblocks in the way for people?
Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.